Hey guys, welcome back and thanks for stopping on in today. If you're interested in getting our daily free pick over at our main website, you can head on over to stumpthespread.com. We'll link Stump the Spread in the video description, and you can also click on the logo here in the top right hand corner if you're on desktop to access our main website. Yesterday our free pick came through with St. Peter's going on to cover the spread in very easy fashion on the road against Quinnipiac. We got another free play up for today's action in college basketball. And over the last 22 days, we've been having a ton of success with our daily free pick, going 17-4-1 against the spread. So I highly recommend you check that out. If you're interested in getting more of this video pick content in the future, you can click that subscribe button, and also any thumbs up are greatly appreciated. This video is going to be covering action for February 10th, 2017. This is going to be for a Friday. As usual, not a whole lot of action on the board for Friday, but we're just going to be touching on a few games and who we like against the spread. So starting over in the horizon, we have a matchup between Oakland and Detroit Mercy. These two schools aren't all that far apart over there in the greater Detroit area. Oakland had a tremendous start to the regular season, really their first 2 months. This was looking like arguably the top team in the conference. That hasn't been the case as much over the past month, as Oakland has now picked up 4 defeats in conference play, and some of their wins haven't been all that impressive as well. Really, this downtrend started a few weeks back with Oakland on their home court losing straight up to Detroit by 5 points, and that was a game that Oakland was favored by nearly 20 points in. Just to give you an idea of how well Oakland was playing during that time of the year, they found themselves as huge favorites against Detroit. Detroit, obviously, their overall record not all that impressive. This is a group that really struggled to pick up any wins back in the non-conference, but to be fair to the Titans, they did go against a pretty tough non-conference schedule. In Horizon League play, Detroit has been a bit more competitive, and we did see that in their win on the road against Oakland. Also, in their last outing, Detroit went on to pick up a nice win, getting past Youngstown State by 10 points on the road. And also, Detroit has a fairly recent upset home win against Green Bay. Detroit might not be the greatest defense team by any means, and in fact, this group ranks almost dead last in the nation in total defense, but their offense has been able to keep them relevant in a conference that really has a lot of teams that are very strong on the offensive side of the ball in comparison to their defense. Although we do like Oakland to get a revenge win here against Detroit on the road, we do feel like getting the 7 to 7.5 points that the Detroit Titans are going to be the better value bet against the spread on their home court in this matchup, getting all these points. All right, moving on down over to the Ivy League, we have Harvard versus Brown. Harvard, veteran team, great coaching, and a team that, maybe didn't necessarily have the greatest results at times back during the non-conference, but really, after the first month or so of the regular season, this group has been playing much better ball, and really Harvard's been on quite a significant run over the past month and a half or so, or almost on 2 months now, going and winning 11 of their last 14 games. In their last outing, Harvard came up just short at home, losing to Princeton by 1 point in what was a heartbreaking result there. Harvard really looked like they had gained control down the stretch, but Princeton was really fortunate at the end to get a rebound on a missed free throw and get a stick back right at the end to get the win by 1 point. Tough loss there for Harvard, but a team that knows they need to stay focused if they're going to make the Ivy League postseason tournament. This year, 4 teams are going to be competing for the automatic bid from this conference instead of that going just to the regular season champion. Going to be interesting to see how that shapes out here at the end of the regular season as we head into postseason play. Harvard goes on the road here against a Brown squad that hasn't had all that much success against some of the upper teams in the Ivy League. Brown's fallen twice to Yale. They have a 30-plus point loss against Princeton. Also, in their last outing, they fell to Columbia. This is going to be a pretty tough matchup here for Brown. They do get the home court, and the Brown Bears haven't had all that many games on their home court in conference play thus far. So this is a team that could potentially make a run back up, but they would really have to start doing that with an upset here today on their home court. We like Harvard's defense. This is a group that puts in a ton of effort on the defensive side of the ball, and we feel like that's going to be a big difference maker here for the Crimson as they go on to win and cover this manageable spread here on the road against Brown. And just one more game that I want to touch on in today's video. It's going to be over in the MEAC between Niagara and Canisius. This is a rematch of a game that we saw not all that long ago, where Canisius went on the road to Niagara and they fell in that one in what was a very high-scoring game. Both of these teams love to push the pace of play, and we expect another high-scoring game where potentially the first team to reach 90 again in this one could come out as the winner. Canisius has been playing very up and down throughout conference play, but they have been looking a little bit better as of late. This is a good chance for Canisius to exact some revenge, but in a higher scoring game that we expect to be competitive, we feel like getting the 9 to 9.5 points right now with the Niagara Purple Eagles is going to be the better value bet against the spread. So these are the games that I wanted to touch on in today's video. Again, if you're interested in getting our daily free play, you can head on over to our main website, stumpthespread.com, and we're covering the Akron versus Eastern Michigan game as our daily free pick. Also, if you're over there, you can upgrade to a premium membership to get access to all of our top confidence plays across all major sports, including college basketball, the NBA, and the NHL that are in season right now. And if you want to get more of this content in the future, you can click that subscribe button, and any thumbs up are greatly appreciated. So thanks, guys, for stopping on in today, and we will see you in the next college basketball pick video. Thanks a lot. Bye.